going to take care of our own no matter what. Our job and our goal is to reach out and touch as many veterans and families as we possibly can because it's necessary.
Community is awesome. It's because we have so many veterans in our community, even the non-veterans, the civilians, the non-military family members understand and appreciate the dynamics because we've been through deployments constantly.
The last 15 years and the amount of times we've asked our service members to deploy has left a lot of people in need of mental health services.
The VTC gave me the opportunity to have the skills and have a different way to think about life than just, hey, if you don't do this, you're gonna go to jail. And I've truly taken on a mindset now that I can look at me and I can go, I have flaws, but I'm willing to work on them. And that would never be possible without the VTC.
You get out of this program what you put into it. At the end of the day, this isn't a punitive program, it's a treatment program.
Our job is to make sure that you're successful. Our job is to make sure that you're safe. Our job is to make sure that your family's safe. Our job is to make sure that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Where you are today isn't the end. You can always do better. Just don't give up. Just keep trying and we'll be there for you. Number one, what I'm doing for your community is ensuring you have a safe environment. I want to ensure that your children are safe. I want to ensure that you're safe. And I want to ensure that we create that environment for Montgomery County.
Well, you got less people in jail and more people working. I mean, that's the most simple answer.
You got to think Montgomery County is a Fort Campbell community. The vast majority of our resources come from Fort Campbell. And when I say resources, economic resources are from Fort Campbell.
I think it's important because of the sheer volume of veterans that we have in this community. In addition to the active duty population, you have so many people that have chosen to make this community their retirement after the military.
They see the sacrifices the family makes. They see the sacrifices the soldiers make. They have a little bit better appreciation for what these folks go through.
Taking care of one of our most precious resources, and that's one of the military veterans. There isn't a clear delineation between who comes through it. Just any veteran, any branch of the military or the Department of Defense, we service and represent and take care of them the best way we possibly can.
Obviously, it's a mix of men and women. It's a mix of ages. Most of them are younger. 2/3 of them now are active duty because of, again, the dynamics of being right next to Fort Campbell. It wasn't unusual to see soldiers, when they get a DUI, the first thing the unit does is start papers to chapter them out. That's not as common as it used to be because I think they're doing a better job of recognizing that they need to see what's under the surface.
So we've had communication between the garrison commander on Fort Campbell and even, believe it or not, some of the commands for those soldiers, like, hey, you know what? Allow the program to work a little bit. Allow us to help the soldier, because I promise you, you'll have a better soldier coming out of the program than you had coming in the program, because this program is going to teach resiliency. It does present a unique challenge, but Fort Campbell has worked with us throughout the program.
We've got a great relationship with the command at Fort Campbell, and we've gone out there a number of times and briefed the command. We've had quite a few of our participants that have been promoted while they're in our program, which is almost unheard of.
The amount of money that it costs to train a soldier versus the amount of money to fix a soldier that's already been trained, there's no comparison. So it makes sense financially to keep this program, and it makes sense from you're helping soldiers get back on track.
Surprisingly, even if it's not an alcohol charge, a lot of the people that come into our program have substance abuse and or alcohol issues that they're having to deal with.
I've often asked the participants in the program, what got you here? And they'll tell me, well, Mr. Moss, I got a DUI. I'm like, no, what really got you here? What are those demons? Those are the things that we really want to get in contact with so we can provide the services for you.
The hardest part was to look at me in the mirror and go, There's things there that are wrong. You've done things that hold you responsible. You would have never gotten a DUI if you didn't make the decision to drink, and you would have never made the decision to drink if you didn't look at yourself and realize you don't like what you see. You have to point everything back at yourself. And I would have never realized that without the Veterans Treatment Court.
We're similar to drug recovery courts. The one big component that's different is that we have veteran mentors. And the veteran mentors are people that have served our country, usually in some kind of combat capacity, and they're married up with individual participants, and they're there as kind of guidance and support, a shoulder to lean on.
The baseline foundation is discipline, being able to follow a set of orders to its completeness. We hone in on those same things, being able to follow a set of guidelines, whether it's from the case manager or the judge, to be successful. That's what starts the program off, being able to be disciplined to follow instructions.
Everybody here is here to help. There's not a single person in this program that wants you to fail, that is just going to look to punish you if you miss one thing. Everybody is here to help.
Every person that comes in the program is required to do one of three things: work, volunteer, or go to school. We do not let them come in and just sit on their butts.
We want to get them out and think and use other avenues as opposed to sitting at home or hanging with the wrong people and drinking, hanging with the wrong people or doing drugs, having arguments at home with their spouses. So utilize that time for successful things as opposed to non-successful things. When you finish, you have access to us. So you can come back and see us, you can come back and talk with the counselors, you can come back and talk with us in reference to employment services, you can come back and talk with us in reference to financial help. Whatever you need to be successful as a veteran, whatever you need to be successful as a mother, a father, or a brother or sister, wherever you are in life, we're going to help you no matter what. Future's bright. We just want to celebrate what the accomplishments that they have made. So we want to give back to our community.
It's invaluable. A program like this needs to be continued.
I could see us growing to the point where we could have 2 courts.
We're going to keep pushing forward every day. We're going to keep doing everything that we possibly can to help any person, any family that needs help.